All right, I thought I'd pop on here and record this. So, IB high, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore, and I don't need this anymore. And this is where I went long, right here. Here, let's scroll down. Went long down here. And just simply, you stay behind protection layers. Now, truthfully, this was my runner. And what I showed my group, or I'll show you. So let's say this was where I entered a trade. I can put, and I went long. One of my stops I have here, whatever this distance is, I can put my lotto contract the same distance in the loss category, okay? So what happens is this is financing that. And that's what I did here, because what did I know today? Risk of short covering is high. Risk of a short squeeze is high. So I did that with a nice number of contracts and have done very well today with some MESs. And the beautiful thing about MES is it's pretty easy to peel them off. So now I'm looking at this and, okay, where do I put my stop? Because when this thing goes extremely parabolic like that, where do you put your stop? So let's come in here and draw this. So this is this primary trend line. And then what did we do? We pretty much went parabolic. Most likely in here, but one could also throw it back here and go, yeah, I think we're parabolic. Now, this morning I shared this level. If we get there, what's going to happen? So I believe the short squeeze is on, but what do I know? All I know to do is stay behind protection layers. When price like this skyrockets up like that, well, I really want to stay in the trade. I love my trade location. But this thing could come all the way back, and it's not that big of a deal. But I think what I'll do is I'll lock in 10 points. I'll lock in 10 and give it room. And give it room. Because there's still a lot of time left in the day here. Still an awful lot of time here. And it very well could come back. In fact, I want to see, where's that, 35? I'm totally fine with 35. Where did it really take off? It took off here at 41. I'm behind that, which is totally fine with me. And let's see what happens. This is what you call hands-free trading. Keep your hands off the mouse. Let price do what it's supposed to do here. Now, that doesn't mean this thing can't fly back in. Let's go to a 30-minute chart. Yeah, you would think at least it's going to reach here. And in fact, let me do a couple things here. Let me remove... Actually, I need to keep that trend line on there. I want to remove all the drawings. But I actually want to put back on my strong level, so I got to turn them back on. So let's take all these things, put them in my low time frames folder. Let's get off that. Let's get off that. Let's get off this. So yeah, this morning in the AM briefing, this is kind of where I said, all right, if it squeezes there. Now this is obviously this RTH. It could just grab that liquidity, vomit back in, and we make new lows. But above there, I believe we're going up. What do I know? So let's turn that off. Let's go down to a 1-minute chart. I mean, I could capture 20 points. One point I could have captured 30 points. But let's go more. Let's see, I went long at 25. Boom, boom, boom. Right in here. So yeah, there's the 30. Where's 20? 20 is here. And my stop's at 10. Where's my stop? At 35. I should have known that. I don't know why I had to look. 35. Let's go to 35 here. 35. So that's where my stop is. And all you do is you go hands-free. If I wanted to be more aggressive and I thought, okay, this thing's really going to pull back in here, I would be behind 2 fair value gaps. Is kind of how I do that. But I'm up really nice on the day, so I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to stay here. No sense in doing anything crazy. Let it go. This is the easiest money you make. Let it go. Hands-free trading. All right, so I'll check in back with you when there's something to share. All right, let's check in here. We're still long. We're still doing good. We're still in the money, honey. Not bad for one MES. Sometimes you get these nice runners. Comes from seeing the day well. Coming from seeing the day well. I wish I'd have streamed longer on Zoom so that non-members could have seen us, but I gave the longs at 16 for people to take longs at 16 and longs at the 25 area. And because the risk of short covering is high, NQ took back the gap from Sunday night. We did not take the gap back from Sunday night, and I told the group that that is actually bullish because NQ was the weaker. So why are we surprised it took back the entire gap? NQ was ES was very reluctant. It did not take back the gap. So it was very bullish. And we saw the writing on the wall, got our traders long. And the one comment I told them is, do not short this. Do not short this. So now it's just hands-free trading. You just stay out of the way. You are in a monster move. This is irrational price action. This is short covering. We just got an alert put in the group. Careful trading. Parabolic. Careful counter trading. It's just a suggestion. You can do whatever you want. I'm not in charge of your account. I'm not in charge of your trades. Now, for me, the next stumbling block is this little strong range right here. What's it going to do there? I don't really know. No one's shorting this. Shorts are running out the door. All the bears are trying to squeeze out the door at the same time here. And that's what creates this meteoric rise up. Very, very nice. Now I could easily move my stop behind here. That would put my stop at 50. So I think I'm going to move my stop to 50. Let's come down here and remove it from down here. And you just stay out of the way. Hands-free trading. Man, those are good days right there. All right, so there's 40 points. Now we're coming. Where's 50? Let me put this in my group. I'll put this on the price map. On my website, microstrader.com, if you click price map, I give periodic updates. And so I just put one in there. with this exact screenshot. All right, I don't need session levels anymore. It matters not. None of your levels matter. Nothing. None of your levels matter. Is that a parabolic move? Should you be shorting this? Only if you hate yourself. And now if I wanted to play the 2 fair value gap game, I would be able to lock in 30 at 54. 30 at 54. Let's do that. This is a nice move. 54. It's not that far from where I'm currently at. Let's go to 54. Right here. And we just got an 8-point candle. Let me turn on my essentials indicator. There's the 8-point candle. You love when they go in your direction. So my group just got on the trading floor. Careful counter trading parabolic ? That means check your chart. B, on sides. The play is long or flat. At this point, you can't even go long. You just are in the move. Can we get to 51.25? I have no clue. But there's the 51.25. All right, I'll check back in when there's something to share. By the way, that would be a 100-pointer. So come on, get up there. Get up there.
Go, 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 go!
That's right. Go, 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 go. All right, I'll be back when there's something to share. All right, 2 minutes to the top of the hour, the beginning of the silver bullet hour. Hopefully we just keep squeezing into the close. Well, we got 2 hours before we close, but you know what I mean. And it could vomit right back in. What do I know? All I can do is play the protection layer game. This is my lotto runner. We'll just let it keep going. I'll come back when there's something to say. All right, having a little pause here. Had 8-point candle up and an 8-point candle down. Go to 1 minute chart just to look at this more micro. So how much did I lock in? Okay, I'm just there. Well, a 30-pointer is just a little bit more. I'm going to move it to a 30-pointer, which is here. Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, let's just watch. Uh-oh, I can see price action at my stop loss on the DOM. Oh, good, it disappeared. Let's go back to a 3-minute chart for a second. Okay. All right, I'll just come back when there's something to say. Okay, just to connect where we're at versus the AM briefing. We are at this parabolic trend line. We're pausing here. We get over this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is all it did. I can't be surprised if that's all it did. But short squeeze, man, your levels don't mean a whole lot. Come on, bust it. Bust it right here. Give us a white candle straight up to the strong range. You can do it. That's 40. All right, so 50 points to somewhere right in here. Okay, cool. I would expect if it did pop up here, it's going to have some sort of reaction there, but we'll see. All right, I'll be back when there's something to say. Hold on. Come on, push it. You can do it. Come on. All right, I'll be back when there's something to say. All right, here's a more put north. See if it'll get to the strong range there. Found out other traders are long with me. And took the same entry I took. That's awesome. And that's what we do. We trade the same chart, looking for the same trades and supporting each other. We're talking about stops and where they are and how we want to adjust this. And what about levels up here? And I said, I removed every one of them. They don't matter. They don't mean anything. Just remove them off your chart right now. Just turn them off. They don't matter. Are you going to counter this move? No. Are you looking for a reason to get out? Well, trends are hard to break. When should you get out? When the trend breaks. So you stay in the trade. You stay in it. You just stay out of the way. So let's do this. As I said, here's, you got this trend line, and then somewhere you got to say this thing went parabolic. I mean, look at that. That's what you do. You just stay out of the way. I'm going to tell them, okay, I put these two lines. Okay, I'll put these two lines. I didn't paste it. Come on. All right, it's almost 50 points. Actually, that hit 50 points. 75, yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You could take it off and walk away, but why? How often do you get short covering rallies and you're in it good? You go for the ride. All right, I think I'm going to move my stop up a little bit. Yeah, I'm fine with all that. Let's turn that on. All right. We just stay in it. We stay in it. I'll be back when there's something to say. All right, so we're flirting with the 50 pointer. Just under the strong range. I'd love to just see a candle not respect it. Like just rip its head off. Just rip its head off. Don't respect it. 2 minutes to the final 3 30-minute periods. So we'll see what's going to happen. I'll be back when there's something to say. All right, just to make sure I point out once again, this is that 30-minute high time frame trend line that I have been talking about. This is the normal trend line from when we pushed down. We've now went parabolic, making new high, new high. Now let's come over and check everybody else out. So this is when I say, is everyone on the same train? Choo choo. Everyone's on the same train. I'll share this chart in my group. They know exactly what I'm sharing it. They know exactly what it means. All right, coming up to the strong range here. Get up there. You know, it's so hard not to just take a 50 pointer and go, boom, done. Thank you. Bye-bye. See what happens. Trades add up, man. Sometimes you get days where you make 2 pointers and 2 pointers and 2 pointers and 1 pointer and 1 tick and gift to break even, and you grind your way to profits. I was grinding my way to profits to this trade, and now this trade has, if I took it off right now, almost doubled everything I did this morning. Just to show you, I don't know if I've showed you or not, so I'm sorry if I'm showing you something I've already showed you. Come here. Let's paste this in here. So this is what it looks like today, and I haven't taken this trade off yet. And this is just trading MES contracts. MES contracts. And that loser right there was a runner that I kept back. So I had multiple contracts. Whoa, so sorry. I had multiple contracts, and what I did is I took one off in the profit at 2 points, and then I moved my stop 2 points negative. And, you know, you never know. You might be in the move, like this move. Because here's what happened here. Let's go back and talk. So I gave the formula to my traders of why they want to go long here. And I did multiple contracts, did very well. I kept one back at my entry, and I kept the other one back at 2 points. That is what saved me. That is exactly what saved me to be in this trade here. It came back to the strong level. This strong level I gave you this morning, I've given you for many days. But you got to see the writing on the wall. This morning I said, you got to know when things turn around. We're very good at that in our group, actually. We're very good at trading with trend and with good trade location. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if it'll finally pop it. Like I said, I would love to just see one strong candle rip through there, proving to me once again we're just really in a strong up move, which we are. There's nothing to to tell me we're not, but we are coming against an area that price could potentially pull back in. But I expect us to continue up. I'd love to see us get to this 51.25. I have no clue if that would happen today, but it might. So I'm going to pull that in just a little bit. All right. Give it plenty of open air. Bias yourself by where you place your chart. All right. I'll be back when there's something to say. All right. Is that strong range proving too difficult? Is it proving too difficult? I'm going to add at 66.50 if it gives me the opportunity. I got room to go, and if it vomits through, who cares? And that would get me out on both of them, which is fine. Gonna need a little more buyers to get above that strong range. Of course, that'll change all my numbers over here, but who cares? Actually, I'm going to add one here. And if it gets me out of all of them, what a great trade, though. I'll take it. I'll go for it here. I'll go for it here. There we go. Get up there. All right, now I won't do this ad. See what happens. Yeah, 8-point candle, no lie. And if it gets me completely out, what can I complain? You had a 50-point run there. Let me make sure my 63.75, my stop should be 61.75 by my rules. All right, let's see what happens. All you can do is play chess. No tears. No crybabies. So on a high time frame, let's say this thing pulls in. On this 30-minute candle, this will be just a wick and then pull back in. It'll be a wick and pull back in. And that's okay. Come on. Defend it here, boys. Defend it. Looks like I'm about to be out. And that'll be a 30-pointer. I'll get to record if it gets me out because I didn't get out at the 40-point mark. I would need to have gotten out at the 65 mark. Come on, get up there. Let's go. Grab that little bit of liquidity right there. Now let's go up. Get up there. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. All you can do is watch. Once you enter a trade, you have no control. All you control is how much leverage, where you placed it, and how you manage. I honestly didn't think it'd get to the 63 there, or I would have added a little greedier. But I was up nice enough to add at the 66, and that's fine. What's the low of this candle here? 62.25. Okay, I'm perfectly fine where my stop is. If it gets me out, oh well. But it needs to defend here. If not, it's going to be a pretty fast move down in my humble opinion. But what do I know? Come on. It is against this trend line. It's a tough place to go long, but we're in a parabolic move. I'm going to take it. How refreshing to add to a winning trade versus what a lot of people do. They add to losing trades. I'd much rather add to this winning trade and go, oh, well, I lost 5 points on the add-on. Who cares? Who cares? Not looking good. Not looking good. Come on. Awesome. 37 pointer. I'm happy with that. And have things changed? Very possibly. But right here against this strong range, I knew that was just going to be tough. And against this trend line, you were hoping that you would get one of those big candles up, but that's not what happened. You play perfect chess, and you are done. All right, I'll see you all in the morning.
My friends, and to learn more about our group, go to microstrader.com.